The number 4 Cowgirls softball prepares to play against a familiar face for the Big 12 last Bedlam game versus the Sooners.
Bedlam baseball ends in defeat as the Cowboys lose to the Sooners 11-1.
After a 10-0 start in the first inning, Cowboys baseball concludes their series with a sweep against Central Michigan with the score of 19-0. Cowgirls softball dominates Tulsa 9-0 to cap off their home opener doubleheader sweep. After high school graduation, OSU Cowgirl Wrestling Club president Cadence Dare still missing her old wrestling days, so she decided to attend the capital of wrestling at Oklahoma State. For the first time since 2021, number 13 Oklahoma State football prepares for the Gateway First Bank Turnpike Classic against the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. After starting the first 3 innings slow, the Cowgirls win against North Texas 6-1. The Cowboys and Cowgirls put on an impressive display at the 2024 Cowboy Jamboree. Coming off their bye week, Oklahoma State's playing their darkest Friday night game against Kansas State. Coach Luss says Oklahoma State's team depth was key tonight, while highlighting Patrick Sumnick's hard work and impact off the bench. Oklahoma State came out victorious on the road against Tulsa thanks to big performance from young wideout Talon Cetron. Against Tulsa on the road, Talon Cetron had a breakthrough game for the Cowboys. Cetron had a career-high 110 receiving yards, 3 receptions, and a 78-yard receiving touchdown, the longest touchdown pass from Oklahoma State since November 12, 2022. Rusher sophomore wideout Talon Cetron is from Edmond, Oklahoma, where alongside Oklahoma State tight end and his brother Tabry Cetron, he played football at Santa Fe High School. Talon Cetron played 4 games during his redshirt season in 2022. However, after 7 games going into his 2023 season against West Virginia, his season was ended early after suffering from an injury. During the offseason, the OSU coaching staff saw Cetron want to take his game to the next level. Cowboy head coach Mike Gundy says Cetron recognized his chance against Tulsa and sees it.
Well, so he's had a much better year than what he's had. Unfortunately, he's been beat up injury-wise in his career and hit a really good August and starting to show signs of wanting to take that next step. But he's had some catches in the games before this one. And then today he had an opportunity to do some things kind of on a big stage for him. And I thought that he played pretty well.
Oklahoma State improved to 3-0 as they prepare for the Utah Utes next Saturday. Reporting from Tulsa, Immanuel Siafa, Ocala TV. Despite a 22-point effort from John Michael Wright, Oklahoma State falls short to UCF 77-71. Cowboys basketball took on the UCF Knights at Galbraith Arena on Wednesday. The Pokes saw a big performance from senior guard John Michael Wright with 22 points with 4 3-pointers made along with that. Junior guard Javon Small had 13 points and 5 assists but was limited in his playing time due to foul trouble. Coming off the bench, true freshman forward Eric Daly Jr. had a solid game with 15 points and 4 rebounds, but late in the fourth quarter fouled out. The Cowboys and the Knights kept the game close throughout the game, and the Cowboys had a 42-38 lead in the first half, but the Knights went on multiple runs in the second half. The Knights had 4 players in double digits for points. Central Florida junior guard Darius Johnson led the team in scoring with 17. OSU coach Mike Boyden said the team needs to improve on their physicality.
I think there could have been more of a fight, right? I think we could have maybe tried to match their physicality. Now again, foul trouble plays a part of just how aggressive and physical they want to be. I mean, Daly came over one time. I was like, man, coach, I wanted to come over, but young guy thinking I can't foul out. He's got 4 fouls, and so that's part of it. I don't think it was lack of fight, but I definitely think there could have been more fight.
Reporting from Stillwater, Immanuel Siafa, Ocala TV. If you were to tell people that Oklahoma State is going to make the Big 12 championship game back in September, some would give you a different look. How did the Cowboys get in this position to make the Big 12 championship game? It started after their back-to-back losses, South Alabama and Iowa State. And with a 2-2 start, the Pokes decided to rip the Band-Aid off and give Alan Bowman the starting quarterback spot. And after that, going on a 7-1 run. However, it started last year when the Cowboys lost 18 players due to the transfer portal, including 8 different starters. But that was a blessing in disguise for the Cowboys. Losing some players in the portal gave up a lot of chances for other OSU players to step up. One of those players is Nick Martin, who got the starting spot after Mason Cobb transfer and Justin Wright got hurt early in the season. Right now, he leads the Big 12 in tackles with 120 tackles. The Cowboys coaching staff and head coach Mike Gundy gave high praise to Nick Martin, especially comparing him to a former Oklahoma State linebacker.
I think Nick's at like 120-something tackles. It's crazy. We talked about Malcolm Rodriguez, and nobody ever been able to do anything like it again. He's got Malcolm Rodriguez numbers.
This season wasn't really sunshines and rainbows for the Pokes. After their early losses, the OSU defense was the only thing that changed. Coach Gundy and the rest of the staff decided to make a change to the offense. One of the changes was give sophomore running back Ollie Gordon some more touches, from only having 3 carries versus South Alabama to leading the nation in rushing yards with nearly 1,600 yards and 20 touchdowns. With the running game and passing game working together, Oklahoma State have been able to pull off some impressive wins over the season, including Bedlam win over Oklahoma 27-24. Fast forward to the Pokes win on Saturday over BYU to clinch the Big 12 championship game, but the job's not finished for the Cowboys, facing an opponent they haven't played yet in the Texas Longhorns. Kickoff is Saturday at 11 a.m. Reporting from Stillwater, Immanuel Siafa, Ocala TV.